Hello everyone, Javed Basha here, and in this session we are going to discuss about consumerism in India. Consumerism is defined as the social force designed to protect consumer interest in the marketplace by organizing consumer pressures on business. Okay, in other words, consumerism is the protection of rights and interest of the general pool of buyers or an obsession with buying material goods or items. Okay, it is here consumerism main intention is to protecting the rights and interest of the general pool of buyers. Okay, with respect to buying material goods or items. Okay, here law and rules that protect people who shop and spend are examples of consumerism. An obsession with shopping and acquiring stuff is an example of consumerism, right? Because law and rules that protect people who shop and spend nothing but it is again consumerism. Okay, and obsession with shopping and acquiring stuff is a example of consumerism. Okay, here consumerism was first coined by businessmen in the mid 1960s as they thought consumer movement as another ISM like socialism and communism threatening capitalism. Okay, consumerism is defined as social force designed to protect consumer interest in the marketplace by organizing consumer pressures on business. Consumerism is a protect of consumers against unfair business practices and business injustices, right? So here the famous management guru Peter F. Drucker has mentioned consumerism challenges like uh, challenges four important premises of marketing concept Peter F. Drucker identified consumerism challenges with respect to marketing concept. He assumed that consumers know their needs, and it is assumed that the business really cares about those needs and knows exactly how to find about them. Okay, here in the third one, he assumes that business does provide useful information that preciously matches product to needs. Right here and again, he explained about consumerism. It is presumed that product and services really fulfill customers' expectations as well as business promises. Right? Because consumerism, with respect to the, which is basically start from the consumers when consumer knows their needs, right? When consumer knows their needs, and when businesses really cares about those needs and knows exactly how to find about them, and businesses does provide useful information that precisely matches products to those consumer needs, and it is presumed that product and services really fulfill customers expectation as well as business promises, right? So then here again we have something consumerism has some important positive elements toward businesses. Consumerism helps to increases the economic output and creates jobs, right? Consumerism helps in increasing the economic output and creating the job, and it leads to increase in wealth for companies. It promotes competition between companies, allow for large variety of goods and services, improves the quality of life for people, right? As we told that consumerism is nothing but protecting the interest and needs of the customers. Okay, and also here earlier as mentioned, Peter F. Drucker also mentioned that consumer needs are very important. Every company is working towards to fulfill the needs, right? And when the companies are ready to fulfill the needs of the customers with changing environment, it will helpful in the increasing economic output, and it will help to create more and more number of jobs, and it leads to increase the wealth of the companies who are looking to work towards the consumer needs. Okay, it automatically increases the wealth of those companies, and it promotes the competition between the companies, and it allows large variety of goods and services, right? and improves the quality of life for people. Okay. Here, there are some covers the following areas of consumer dissatisfaction and remedial efforts like removal or reduction of discontent and dissatisfactions generated in the exchange relationships between buyers and sellers in the market. Right, the marketing activities of the selling firm must ensure consumer satisfaction, which is the core of marketing concept. Yeah? Marketing practice policies are the main target of consumerism. As you mentioned, uh, Peter F. Drucker's, Peter F. Drucker's four important aspects with respect to consumerism. And consumerism is interested in protecting consumers from any organization with which there is an exchange relationship. Hence, consumer dissonance means their past purchase experiences, anxieties, doubts, etc., etc. Correct. And remedial efforts can develop from consumers' relations not only with profit-seeking organizations but also with non-profit organizations like hospitals, schools, government agencies. Right. And modern consumerism also takes keen interest in environmental matters affecting the quality of life. Okay, these are some problems. And consumerism in India. Okay, here is we really need for consumer protection? Huh? Like say, look at here. Consumer choice is influenced by mass advertising using highly developed arts of persuasion. The consumer typically cannot know whether drug preparations meet minimum standards of safety, quality, and efficiency. He usually does not know whether one prepared food has more nutritional value than others, whether the performance of a product will in fact meet his needs and expectations, or whether the large economy size is really bargain. Hence, we need consumer protection, right? Because here customers or consumer didn't know whether his needs met to the up to the mark, right? Hence, we are looking to have a consumer protection here. And there are some important aspects like physical protection of the consumer, for instance, protection against product that are unsafe or endanger health and welfare of consumer, protection of the consumer from against deceptive and unfair trade practices. Consumer must have adequate rights and means of redress against business malpractice and frauds. And with respect to ecology and environmental effects of chemical fertilizers, refinery complexes will have to be seriously considered because they pollute water, air, and food and endanger human life. Consumer wants due protection all type of pollution. He wants enriched quality of life, a beautiful, healthy, and peaceful environment free from pollution. And when it comes to consumer responsibilities, like consumer should have critical awareness. Okay, he should be alert and questioning about the goods and services they are using. When it comes to action, they should act fairly and just demands. When it comes to social responsibility of consumerism, consumer must be concerned about the impact of their consumption behavior on other citizens, particularly on disadvantaged groups in the local, national, and international community. When it comes to environmental awareness, they should be sensitive about what their consumption of goods does to the environment and not waste scarce natural resources or pollute the earth. Okay, and solidarity to act together through the formulation of consumer groups which have the strength and influence to promote consumer interest. Here, the consumers also having the responsibilities like have the they must have the like idea how they should use the goods and services, and they must be alert and they used to question about the goods and services they are using, and they should be act fairly and demand fair products. And the product or services what the consumer are using, that should not be uh, due to which environmental hazards or environmental calamity should happen. Like we normally we are seeing that like environmental pollutions like air pollution, sound pollutions, noise pollutions, and due to which how many peoples are affecting. right? So the customer's need should be like that. It should not uh, endanger the environment and other animals, right? So over the last 20 years, ever since the Consumer Forum under the Consumer Protection Act become functional, consumers have become aware about their right and how these can be exercised. But on the other hand, the Indian consumer does not want to observe and fulfill the responsibilities. Okay, so this is about the consumerism in India. Consumerism in India. Okay, when consumerism is very important aspect in business, right? Because when we are looking at the positive side of this, economists consider consumerism to be important to the development of the economy on both a national and global level. At its heart, consumerism is the idea that people buy goods on a mass scale from producers. This system is vitally important to the economy because it is a major factor in job and wealth creation. Like when we can, as a like example, in a consumerist society, the constant consumption of goods provides many different people and industries with jobs. This includes the people who own the business that produces the goods as well as the people who work directly in the design and manufacture of the specific product. And these people could include factory workers, engineers, advertisers, and many other workers, etc. As well, there are many secondary. They are not directly related with the job, and like in transportation, construction, more specifically, since many of the current goods are manufactured in places such as China and sold in India, Europe, America, there are many people needed to ship the goods by sea and then overland. Uh, Furthermore, the expansion of large business creates construction jobs for people as they build warehouses and store for the products. The job creation is important because it is the major factor of economic well-being in a consumerist society. For example, when jobs created from consumerist activity is an efficient means of distributing the wealth through society as it passes from the consumers to the producers then to the workers. And and consumerism generally beneficial to businesses and can lead to large accumulation of wealth for the business owners. For example, throughout 20th century, the major transnational corporations have developed due to consumerism. Correct. These type of companies operate around the world with their manufacturing, distribution, and sales, all occurring in many different countries. As a result of this growth, some transnational companies have been able to accumulate large amount of wealth. Some examples include Apple, Walmart, Nike, etc. Therefore, consumerism has been beneficial to the growth of businesses and the overall economy. It has created a system that promotes the growth of business, which in turn arguably creates jobs and wealth for the rest of the society. And consumerism helped businesses to flourish. It has also led to competition between the differing companies as they compete for sales in the economy. Com- and we know that competition is a key factor in economics and is a central principle in right-wing economic systems such as laissez-faire capitalism and free market economies. And laissez-faire capitalism emerged in the time frame of the Industrial Revolution, introduced the idea that individuals and business should compete against each other and their success should be determined by the market force of supply and demand. Correct. And and we are looking at uh, like generally generally consumerism increases the people's quality of life. Okay, quality of life is a measurement of person's happiness in regards to having their basic needs met. As stated above, consumerism is vital in helping uh, people meet these needs. For example, consumerism has created a process by which people can access different goods and services related to fulfilling their basic needs such as food, clothing, shelter. By helping people meet these needs, consumerism has improved the lives of many people. Okay, so apart from this, apart from this, due to consumerism, in India, in Indian scenario, uh, like uh, like when we see the consumerism trends in Indian scenario, these are in India, the many industries did not attain the advancement in technology to produce the wide range of alternative products. Indian consumers were supplied inferior quality of goods, and there was lack of efficient sales services, after sales services. Okay, and Indian consumers were exploited by misguiding advertisements containing false informations. We are seeing in daily medias, right? So the improper attitude of sellers, especially at ration shops for sale of goods and government controlled prices, also paved the way for resurgence of commercialization in India. So, in India, we also see that the factors how they are leading the consumerism, the organizational changes, technological advancements, social and political changes in country, individual contributions, contributions of business communities, government efforts. Uh, okay, this leads to the consumerism in India, and the objectives of consumerism in India are protect and promote consumer interest, safeguard consumer rights, restoring the better balance between the buyers, sellers, and to prevent the exploitation of consumers by unscrup- unscrupulous traders, to present consumer interest before the government, okay, to organize consumer resistance against the unfair trade practices, and collaborate with the government and businesses. Okay, so these are the few objectives of consumerism in India. So, this is all about the consumerism in India. So when we are looking at the measures which are fostering the consumerism in India, consumers education, consumers guidance, uh, what else, government support, and uh, like when we are looking at the recent trends in consumerism, there are recent trends of consumerism in India are mainly focusing around environmental pollutions, investor protections, medical practitioners, and international trade. Okay, so this is all about the consumerism in India. Okay, thank you, class. We'll be meet in next session.